Welcome to the Moralium. Elon's impossible journey begins. What if I told you that one of the richest men in the world was once a lonely boy who was bullied almost every day? A boy who spent more time with books than with friends. A boy who was told he would never fit in. Yet that same boy would grow up to build companies that changed the future of transportation, space exploration, and technology forever. This is not just the story of Elon Musk. It's the story of what can happen when you refuse to let pain decide your future. Let's begin. Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. From the outside, his childhood looked normal, but behind closed doors, life was far from easy. He was a quiet child who loved reading more than anything else. While other kids spent their afternoons playing sports, Elon could disappear into books for hours. Science fiction, engineering, history, and technology fascinated him. By the age of 10, he had already read hundreds of books. His imagination had no limits. He dreamed about rockets, inventions, and the future long before most children even knew what they wanted to become. But school was another story. Because Elon was quiet and different, many classmates saw him as an easy target. He was bullied repeatedly. The teasing eventually turned into violence. One day, a group of boys attacked him so badly that he ended up in the hospital. For many people, experiences like that would destroy their confidence. But for Elon, every painful moment became another reason to dream about a different future. Instead of giving up, he kept learning. At the age of 12, Elon taught himself computer programming. Without expensive teachers or special classes, he spent countless hours figuring everything out on his own. Then something incredible happened. He created a simple video game called Blaster. Soon after, he sold the game's code for about $500. It wasn't a fortune, but it proved something important. His ideas had value. That small success planted a seed. Maybe technology could become his future. As Elon grew older, he realized something else. If he wanted to build revolutionary companies, he needed to be where innovation was happening. That place was America. He believed the United States offered opportunities that simply didn't exist anywhere else. At 17, he left South Africa with very little money and moved to Canada before eventually making his way to the United States. The journey wasn't glamorous. There were days when money was tight. He worked difficult jobs, cleaned places, carried heavy materials, and did whatever it took to survive. Nothing came easily, but every challenge reminded him why he had left home. He wasn't chasing comfort. He was chasing possibility. Later, Elon enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania. He studied both physics and economics because he believed understanding science and business together would help him solve real-world problems. Even in college, he wasn't interested in living an ordinary life. While many students focused only on passing exams, Elon constantly asked himself one question. What problem can I solve that will change the future? After graduation, he was accepted into a PhD program at Stanford University. For many people, that would have been a dream opportunity. But only 2 days after arriving, Elon made a decision that shocked almost everyone. He dropped out. Not because he disliked education, but because he believed the internet was about to transform the world. He didn't want to study history while history was being made. Together with his brother, Elon Musk, he started a small software company called Zip2. The beginning was incredibly difficult. Money was almost non-existent. To save every dollar, Elon slept inside the office. Sometimes he showered at a nearby gym because they couldn't afford proper living arrangements. During the day, he wrote software. At night, he fixed problems and prepared presentations for potential investors. Failure seemed possible every single day. Many investors rejected them. Many people doubted them. But Elon refused to quit. Slowly, their hard work began to pay off. Zip2 started helping newspapers create online business directories at a time when the internet was still new. The company kept growing. Finally, in 1999, Zip2 was sold for hundreds of millions of dollars. For the first time in his life, Elon became wealthy. Most people would have retired or lived a comfortable life after that. But Elon wasn't interested in comfort. He believed this was only the beginning. Instead of slowing down, he invested almost everything into another ambitious idea. He wanted to reinvent the way people handled money online. That company eventually became PayPal. Others believed nobody would trust digital transactions. But Elon saw a future that most people couldn't imagine. And once again, he was willing to risk everything to build it. When PayPal began to grow, the company quickly attracted worldwide attention. Millions of people started using it because sending money online was becoming faster and easier than ever before. Then, in 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion. At just 31 years old, Elon Musk had earned more money than most people could imagine. For many, this would have been the finish line. Luxury homes, private islands, a life with no worries. But Elon Musk saw money differently. To him, money wasn't the goal. It was fuel for bigger dreams. Instead of protecting his fortune, he made one of the riskiest decisions of his life. He invested almost everything he had into ideas that most people believed would fail. One of those ideas was a small electric car company called Tesla. Back then, electric cars had a terrible reputation. People thought they were slow, boring, and impractical. The biggest car companies believed gasoline cars would always dominate the roads. But Elon imagined something completely different. He believed electric cars could be faster, smarter, and more exciting than traditional vehicles. There was only one problem. Turning that dream into reality seemed almost impossible. Tesla faced one obstacle after another. Production delays, engineering failures, financial problems, negative headlines. Many experts predicted the company would collapse. Investors lost confidence. Customers began to worry. The pressure became overwhelming. Then came 2008. The global financial crisis shook the entire world. Banks were failing. Businesses were shutting down. Investment money disappeared almost overnight. Tesla was running out of cash. Elon faced the hardest decision of his career. He could walk away and protect the money he still had, or he could risk everything one last time. He chose to believe in his vision. He invested nearly every dollar he had left into Tesla. Friends warned him. Experts called him reckless. Many people thought he had gone too far. For a moment, it looked like they were right. Tesla was only weeks away from running out of money. Failure was closer than success. Then something incredible happened. Just when hope seemed to disappear, Tesla secured the funding it desperately needed. The company survived. That single moment changed everything. Years of hard work finally began to pay off. Tesla introduced electric cars that were not only environmentally friendly but also beautiful, fast, and incredibly advanced. People who once laughed at electric vehicles suddenly wanted to own one. The company continued to innovate with better batteries, advanced software, and cutting-edge technology. One breakthrough followed another. Tesla grew from a struggling startup into one of the most valuable automobile companies in the world. The same people who had once doubted Elon Musk were now studying his success. But Elon often reminded people that success wasn't built in one day. It was built through thousands of difficult days when quitting seemed easier than continuing. Looking back, it's amazing to realize how different the story could have been. If Elon had allowed bullying to define him, if he had stopped after selling his first computer game, if he had stayed comfortable after selling Zip 2, or if he had given up when Tesla was nearly bankrupt, the world might never have seen the revolution in electric vehicles that exists today. His journey teaches us that success doesn't belong to the smartest person in the room. It belongs to the person who keeps moving forward when everyone else says it's impossible. Every setback became a lesson. Every failure became preparation. Every risk became another step toward a future that others couldn't yet imagine. Moral of the story: never let fear, failure, or the opinions of others decide your future. The biggest dreams often look impossible in the beginning. But if you stay curious, keep learning, and refuse to quit when life gets difficult, today's struggles can become tomorrow's greatest success. Because sometimes the person the world doubts the most becomes the person who changes the world. If this story inspired you, remember, your future is bigger than your failures. Like, subscribe, and join the Moralium for more inspiring stories. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next story.